Hello and welcome to the new year! There's a lot of stuff to look forward to this year, but this week I'm going to look at my most anticipated movies and games. Starting with movies, so let's get right into it. Number 7 is Ratchet & Clank. Now this is actually the first video game movie that I'm actually very excited to see how it does. Because not only does it look exactly like the game, it also has some of the writers from the series, and it's actually being produced by Sony itself. It's being made by Rainmaker Entertainment, which used to be called Mainframe, which some people may recognize from Reboot. They're also working on a movie next year for Sly Cooper. So this is really going to show if they can make video game movies that make sense when they're completely CG. Such as franchises like Ratchet & Clank and Sly Cooper. And I've played a couple of the Ratchet & Clank games, and that's really my favorite Sony franchise for the moment. I've only played 2, but they're really good. Anyway, on to number 6. Number 6 is In the Heart of the Sea. Now this is a movie based on a book that is actually based on the real events that inspired Moby Dick, about the whaling ship Essex that was attacked by a sperm whale. And there were survivors on that ship that had to resort to cannibalism and all these crazy different things. So it's going to be a really interesting tale of survival, since you have a few of these crewmates that survive the attack and then are just floating in the middle of the ocean. I really love stories like that, so I'm looking forward to it. Number 5 is Star Wars: The Force Awakens. Now we don't really know much about this yet, but it looks promising from what we've seen. It seems like they're relying a bit more on practical effects than CG this time, since the prequels were like filled with CG and just look incredibly dated now. Hopefully the story is pretty good, but I only have it at number 5 because I'm not really that big of a Star Wars fan. I'm still looking forward to seeing it though. Number 4 is Inside Out. Inside Out is the next movie by Pixar. We haven't had a movie from Pixar since Monsters University, and though I enjoyed it, a lot of people didn't really. And Brave was pretty disappointing to some people. So it seems like Pixar has really been taking the time to make this movie. And from what I've seen in the teaser trailer, it looks like it's going to be pretty funny. It's about this little girl and all of her emotions inside her head that make her do things, including joy, sadness, anger, disgust, and fear. And I love the fact that anger is played by Lewis Black. Number 3 is The Good Dinosaur. Now we didn't get a Pixar movie last year, but on the bright side, we get 2 this year. Though Disney Animation Studios actually doesn't have a movie this year, so I guess that's why they're doing that. We don't really know anything about The Good Dinosaur yet, other than it's about a caveman and a dinosaur. Now, any fan of paleontology will be outright say, well, that's dumb. Because it's pretty much the Flintstones thing, where it's like dinosaurs and cavemen never existed at the same time. But I'm looking forward to it anyway because it's a Pixar movie about dinosaurs. So yeah, that's really all we know about it right now. There hasn't really been any teaser trailer, just a little teaser image. Number 2 is Avengers: Age of Ultron. I've started to become a pretty big fan of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Though I haven't really read much of the comics, I'm really enjoying what they're doing with the properties. And from what we've seen of the trailer, it seems like this is going to surpass the first Avengers, just as far as sheer ridiculousness goes. Though the tone does seem a bit darker. It's still going to be a lot of fun to see all those superheroes together again. And my number 1 most anticipated movie of 2015 is Jurassic World. I don't care if it's going to be bad. I don't care if the script might be dumb. It's dinosaurs. And it's the first Jurassic Park movie to be in theaters since 2001, not counting the 3D re-release. So I'm very excited to see this in a theater. Plus they got a Mosasaurus. And the park is actually open this time. And the fake website for the park just gets me even more hyped. I'm just really excited for this movie. Like I said, I don't care if it's bad, I'm gonna like it. I acknowledge that The Lost World and Jurassic Park 3 are flawed, but I still like them. So, those are my top 7 most anticipated movies of 2015. What are yours? Tell me down in the comments, and I'll see you next time. Bye! Hey, if you enjoyed this video, give it a like and share it. And be sure to subscribe for videos I upload every week. And if you're feeling really generous, check out my Patreon page. And as always, thank you for watching.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Well, by now we're getting a bit used to winter. We're like soldiers in the middle of a campaign, growing hardened to discomfort and better able to take it.